60 seconds.
Welcome. How many people will be playing today? A single player. Thank you. The game is played as follows. If you think you know the correct answer to a question, buzz in, then choose your preferred answer by pressing the corresponding button. To buzz in, use these buttons on your controller. You will use the symbol buttons to choose answers to questions.
5, 4.
Now loading.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hi there, this is You Don't Know Jack, and I'm Schmitty, and I am here all for you, just for you, because apparently you couldn't find anybody else to hang out with. Since it's just the two of us tonight, please feel free to let me know what's on your mind, because I certainly will.
1.
This category is Please Pass the Elderly Relatives. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Well, here we are, the tasty food episode, our little homage to that most gluttonous of holidays, Thanksgiving, when the eatin's always good and sometimes the company's even better. For example, if Granny Smith comes over for Thanksgiving dinner, what's Granny Smith is a kind of apple? Actually, they're my favorite kind of apple. I like the little walkers they come in. And how they always forget my name.
2.
The category's gonna be Put That Puppy Right Between the Buns. You get it right, you get 2K. Okay, free your mind. Which one of these is a hot dog? A steaming The Shih Tzu is an adorable, cute little long-haired breed of dog. In fact, I'm pretty sure Granny Smith has a Shih Tzu. Why, heck, look at that. You've got dinner and dessert without even going outside the family.
3.
I'm calling this one, I'm all warm and fuzzy inside. $1,000 if you get it. Okay, so we all know how senior citizens just love those early bird specials, right? Which is kind of weird when you consider that the early bird gets the worm. If the food they order is contaminated, what kind of worms might those early birds get? Ringworms, tapeworms, tube worms, or both? The early bird might get the tapeworm if they eat food or drink water contaminated by its eggs or larvae. You know, truth be told, it's a great diet plan, really. I mean, if you keep a tapeworm in your colon, it sucks those calories right up. Oh boy, get ready. I think I smell a Coinkydink. All right, here's the deal with this game. You're going to get a bunch of... Fine, okay, that's fine. Far be it from me to delay you. I like to call this Coinkydink. Guess what? Chicken butt! All right, let's dive in. Pinch someone's butt and mother blank. What unites these two? VW model and chick spokes thing. Type of social club and rhymes with Lawrence Welk. Bow down quickly and Marx Brothers movie blank soup. Archie character and blankhead beer. CB slang for cop and huggy blank. Bambi and yo a blank. All right, time for the bonus fun. What do the correct answers have in common? Are they all ethnic soups, famous chefs, Emerald exclamations! Game animals! You got it! Well, I guess Ted Nugent's got nothing on you. Perfect. Now see if you can top it off with a bonus. Well, what do you know, player one? You got the bonus as well. Maybe you should call all your friends and tell them. When the game is over, let's get on with it.
5,
This one's called Sticks and Stones May Rot My Teeth. How does $2,000 sound? All right, so you know how Mom always puts out the fancy silverware for Thanksgiving dinner, right? Well, if this year your mom puts out the fancy Lick-a-Sticks, what will she be serving for the main course? Dots, Fun Dip, Pixie. Lick-a-Sticks is the plain sugar stick you use to eat the flavored sugar in Lick-a-Made Fun Dip. Problem is, once I found out you could eat the Lick-a-Sticks, I tried eating my mom's fine silver too. Serving spoon was a bitch.
6,
Coming at you, it's all part of my rock and roll Thanksgiving. $2,000 for a correct answer. Pencils ready, let's do it. Because he is not a drummer who will not be fighting over the turkey drumsticks at your Thanksgiving dinner. Ringo Starr, Gene Simmons, woo, plays bass and sings for Kiss, so he doesn't want your stupid drumsticks. But you might want to keep that 8-inch tongue of his away from your mom's fancy Lick-a-Sticks.
7,
Next, veggies porking out. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Okay, this question is all about fatty foods. Because it contains the most fat. Which of these fruits? No. Which of these fruits was probably produced on a fat farm? A big-boned banana, a pudgy pear, a hefty avocado, or a chunky cantaloupe? Yeah, my mouth's watering. A medium-sized avocado has about 36 grams of fat. For those of you who care about that kind of thing, that's quite a lot. Although avocados do hide the fat pretty well. In fact, you don't usually see it until it hits your own thighs.
8,
Here's a little something I call the secret sauce will self-destruct in 5 seconds. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. Hey, check this out. Did you realize that the Culinary Institute of America and the Central Intelligence Agency are both called CIA? Man, how many goofy mix-ups did that cause? If the Culinary Institute of America's cookbook got mixed up with the Central Intelligence Agency's operations book, what would be the recipe for Bay of Pigs surprise? Take Chile, overturn, and the CIA helped plan the Bay of Pigs invasion to overturn Castro, but never gave the rebels the air support they promised. And you know what they say, too few operatives spoil the coup. Better get set. This one's a when did happen. Here's what happens. I show you an event. I see you've done this before, no doubt. Well, bully for you. The name of this when did happen is That's Not Shinola. Okay, you love corn, don't you? Well, did you ever wonder what happens to that corn after you're done loving it? Oh, lots of stuff. For example, check out this event in corn's post-dinner table journey. Small intestine decomposes corn. Now, does this happen before your small intestine decomposes the corn, after the small intestine kicks in, or does it never happen at all? Okay, let's take a look at the damage. Hey, you aced it. That's cash in your piggy bank. Okay, let's get on with the rest of the show, shall we?
10,
The category is a rose by any other name stinks to high heaven. I got $2,000 says you don't know this one. And now, your question. Who can accurately be called a stinking rose? Rose McGowan wearing garlic jewelry, Gypsy Rose Lee wearing a stalk of chives, Titanic's Rose drowning in onion juice, or Axl Rose covered with rotten cabbage. Let me show you what I would have picked. Stinking Rose is an affectionate name for garlic. Unfortunately for Rose McGowan, not even stinking garlic jewelry was enough to keep Marilyn Manson at bay.
11,
This category is if life doesn't give you apples, make apple pie. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. Okay, be a dear, won't you, and check out this analogy for your Uncle Schmitty? Apple pie is to apples as mock apple pie is to Oreo cookies, Philadelphia cream cheese. You make mock apple pie with Ritz crackers instead of apples. That's how we got that phrase, I wouldn't kick them out of bed for eating mock apple pie.
12,
Category's gonna be, I like tasting it the second time. And this one's worth $1,000. Yep, I love to cook. No doubt about it, I am a man who is comfortable in the kitchen. You want to know my secret? Preparation. In fact, you know what? I'm going to whip up my classic Thanksgiving dish right now. Why don't you take a listen and tell me what I'm preparing? Okay, I'm just going to open the can here and... Whoa! The vacuum sucked right out of there. Well, that's an interesting shape. What traditional Thanksgiving dish have I just prepared? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll make another one. All right, did I make Jell-O, turkey, cranberry sauce, or mashed potatoes? Wouldn't be Thanksgiving without it. I just put a lot of effort into making some cranberry sauce. Yeah, and I love how it keeps the shape of the can, too. Shows everybody it's still fresh.
13,
I'm calling this one Humpty Dumpty Sat in the Mess Hall. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Forward march. Which of the following foods can Humpty Dumpty eat without feeling guilty for devouring a egg cream is a soda fountain drink made of milk, chocolate syrup, and seltzer water. Did I say eggs? No. Not that Humpty would care about eating another egg. Heartless bastard. Ah, well, what can you expect, coming from a broken home?
14,
This one's called Bye Bye Mystery Pie. $1,000 at stake on this one. See what you can do with this one. If you make a nice pie from scratch, whom will you use as filling between your flaky pie crusts? Andrew Jackson? Scooby Scratch is one of the many names the devil has been called in literature. Be careful when you take that scratch pie out of the oven or you're going to end up with a pitchfork in your ass. Well, you've made it to the Jack Attack. Always in a hurry. I bet you're a joy to hang out with. Here's your clue. It ain't just the bird on the table. It's also those drummers going after your drumsticks. Tell them to get the hell away from here. The game. Wow, that was an exciting game. It was a real thrill. You were the best player we've had by far. Now do me a favor, will you? Look to your left, now look to your right, now repeat after me.
You don't know Jack!
Please express your desire to play again, if that is what you desire.
I remember when Karen had just given birth to Emily. She was our third baby in 4 years, and I knew the responsibility was going to be immense. That's when I decided to visit National American Bank and Trust. I had problems, and they offered solutions. You see, my friend Larry works there as a janitor, and he loaned me $50 so I could buy a one-way bus ticket to Daytona and get a fake driver's license. Suddenly, my responsibilities vanished, and I was able to go back to visiting strip clubs. Thanks, National American.
He was a general who would become a slave who would become a gladiator who would become a performance artist.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to do some of my art for you. I have things from inside that I would like the rest of the world to sort of understand. Wait, whoa, what? No, lions, no lions. I was not anticipating lions in my piece.
Prepare yourself for Gladiator, the artist. This time, his pain is on the inside.